working on. Do I step on this? Good. All right. No. I'm not that tall. I'm not that tall. Thank you, Mr. President. One of the most exciting things we're working on, using the tools that Sam and Masa are providing, is a cancer vaccine. It's very interesting. It turns out, I'll be quick, all of our cancers, cancer tumors, little fragments of those tumors float around in your blood. So you can do early cancer detection. If you can do using AI, you can do early cancer detection with a blood test. And using AI to look at the blood test, you can find the cancers that are actually seriously threatening the person. So we can, again, cancer diagnosis using AI has the promise of just being a simple blood test. Then beyond that, once we gene sequence that cancer tumor, you can then vaccinate the person, design a vaccine for every individual person to vaccinate them against that cancer. And you can make that vaccine, that mRNA vaccine, you can make that robotically, again using AI, in about 48 hours. So imagine early cancer detection, the development of a cancer vaccine for your particular cancer aimed at you, and have that vaccine available in 48 hours. This is the promise of AI and the promise of the future.
Great, thanks.
All right, before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise going on to our powers. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Ruach HaKodesh, and give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have told us this truth to the conscious and well through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Shai. A peace, mercy, and blessings to the beloved Akim that are out there pushing this word wholeheartedly in truth and in sincerity, that are not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly staying on that straight and narrow, fighting for your crowns in these last days that we are truly living in. Even shalom to the few sisters, the wives that are out there, and even shalom to the Israelite foreigners, those that may look like the other nature, but their seed line goes back into our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I'm the brother Ira, coming back with another lesson, low and edifying. Feed the lambs of the lowest low. This lesson is edifying, concise, and straight to the point. All right, and pretty much what you heard in the beginning was Larry Ellison, all right, speaking on the largest AI infrastructure project by far in history, all right, which, you know, what's lately going on in the news is President Trump announces project Stargate, all right. Now, let me look real fast. I want to look up Stargate. What does that mean? All right, Stargate. What does Stargate mean? Alright, this is from the AI overview. It says a Stargate is a fictional device that allows near instantaneous travel between two distant locations. Stargates are often depicted as large metal rings with chevrons around the circumference. Stargates are a type of Einstein-Rosen bridge, which is a traversable wormhole. Stargates are a plot device in the Stargate science fiction media franchise. The ancients are often credited with building the first Stargate, used to travel to planets. Stargates are often sealed to prevent travel through them. Alright, so pretty much, I'm going to start with the top, what I read. A device that instantaneously travels between two distance. Alright, so with this AI technology, they're going to be instantaneously able to diagnose your problems, to cure diseases in the body. That's what they're telling people. All right, that's how fast things are going to take place because they have this technology. All right, and as the scriptures say, knowledge shall be increased. Right now, according to what Larry was speaking about, all right, there's a problem growing in America All right, concerning, all right, the K. I'm gonna say it like this: the K to the A to the N, all right, to the SER. I'm gonna spell it wrong on purpose. All right, and there's a reason behind that. So I did a Google search. All right, how many people die of the K to the A to the N to the SER? All right, so it says in about 2022, about 9.7 million people died from the you know what worldwide. Now it says in the United States, about 609,360 people died from the you know what in 2022. All right, so 2022 was 3 years ago. All right, we're in 2025. Okay, so now that Trump is in office, he's pretty much moving fast with his team. Okay, all right, and you know, if you heard in the beginning, what he was saying is that AI is pretty much going to be able to detect the K to the A to the N to the SER, and then they're going to be able to prescribe a potion in 48 hours. That's 3 days, without any testing, without knowing what the effects is going to be. And that's pretty much boasting. That's pretty much pride, all right? Because they don't know what's going to happen. But because they stand firm in the technology and the belief, they believe that this is what's going to pretty much cure and take care of you, all right? Which, I'm going to read this in the book of Job 13 and 4. It says, but ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. All right, now, you know, brothers know about this, but just in case you don't know, all right, there's a thing called the Hippocratical Oath, all right? And pretty much it goes back to the man by the name of Hippocrates, all right, which pretty much he was born, all right, during 460 BC. All right, I believe he died around 370 BC, roughly pair. All right, so he was a Greek physician and a philosopher, which they call him the father of medicine. He made a couple statements that was taken by one of his students, published. I forget exactly what they are, but one thing that he did make a statement is that diseases naturally occur in the body. So he's profound for pretty much separating what people believe back in the ancient times or in the time of the Greeks, that there were different gods giving people ailments. All right, and he was definitely wrong. All right, because Yahweh, as well as his beloved son Yahweh Shai, they're the ones that can give diseases to the body. All right, you can read about what happened in the time of the Greeks as well with Antiochus. All right, how proud he was speaking of how he was going to destroy the Jews because he got whooped on, and then he was getting ready to take his anger out on Israel. All right, and the Most High smote him, all right, with an incurable disease. All right, and he ended up trying to change his stance and be passionate, have mercy on Israel, thinking that the Lord was going to take away that disease from him. All right, which I believe that's Second Maccabees, the 9th chapter. You can read the whole chapter. It's real good. All right, but he wrote a letter to Israel, you know, wishing well because of what was being done to him, but the Most High didn't cure him. All right, and he knew that he was being plagued because of how proud he was, and he knew that he was just a man. You know what I'm saying? All right, so you know when you go into the when you go into the hypocrite, the word hypocrite. Let's look that up real fast. The word hypocrite. Hypocrite. Let me see. Hypocrite. What does it mean? All right, hypocrite meaning. All right, a hypocrite is someone who pretends to have a certain belief or quality that they don't actually have. All right, so the Hippocratic Oath is to pretty much pretend. All right, it's to make you believe that you have a certainty in your life, in which you do. All right, because you don't instantly die. You just prolonged of what you're dealing with. And then there might be other side effects based on what you're taking, okay? Because it's not naturally occurring from what Yahweh Bashim Shai has given the earth in order to give you a remedy of what you're going through, all right? So that's part of Big Pharma's MO, all right, is to constantly make money off you while you suffer. And they have what is known as the mRNA, okay, technology, which provides a genetic material inside your body which creates a protein. All right, so anytime you put any foreign thing inside your body reacts to it in a way that is not foreign. All right, because the body itself is specifically designed to self-heal and to pretty much vibrate with the earth. So what the earth offers, that's what you're supposed to put in your body, the substance that it needs. All right, I'm not too keen on, everything as far as stuff like that. You got specific brothers that are very great in that category, but just kind of giving you a understanding. All right, so come to find out, you have people kind of writing because they've been finding out that people been being deleted, all right, because of they've been taking the potion, because what Larry said is that once the AI diagnosis, right, then they're going to give you the potion in 48 hours to help you cure yourself. Now, the potions are not created for that. That's not the correct term. All right. So you don't use potions to what's the word? I forget right now, Salaki. You don't use potion. You use treatments. All right. When you find out that you have a illness in the body, you use treatments. You go get the proper treatment to cure it. Okay. So when you have the potions, what they're supposed to do is reduce the risk of getting a disease by working with your body's natural defense to build the protection. All right. So you're supposed to administer before you find out that you have this situation. All right. So how they even explain it to you, it doesn't even add up to the proper ways of helping you. All right. So now there was an article that pretty much went out that people were calling the mRNA, they were calling it a turbo KANSER. And pretty much what that means is a term loosely thrown around by conspiracy theorists to describe supposedly aggressive and fast developing cancers seen post, all right, potions. All right. So, anytime that Esau facts checks you, majority of people are correct. That are pretty much that know what they're talking about. All right. And Esau does damage control. All right, because he wants to get the sheep. People are sheeple. People don't have thoughts and they don't look into things, and they're just dumb. All right. And that's what Jeremiah said. Jeremiah said that. All right. And Jeremiah 4:22. I'm gonna read that. All right, because people are stupid nowadays. Let's read that. All right, Jeremiah 4:22 says, "For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge." All right. So, reading that in NLT says, "My people are foolish and do not know me," says the Lord. "They are stupid children who have no understanding. They are clever enough at doing wrong, but they have no idea how to do right." All right. And pretty much what Esau has out there, the reason why people get cancer is because of diets, which that's a a loosely way of saying that the food gives you cancer, all right, with all the chemicals that's inside of it. Then they said the lack of physical training, all right, because uh uh you need to actively work out, all right. It does create a better response in your immune system, okay, to kill off certain cancers, all right. But then they also said smoking, all right. People do that heavily nowadays with cigarettes, vaping, all right, tobacco, etc. You know, what else? They said a few more things. I just can't remember. It's a lot. Let me see. Oh yeah, having the infection HPV, all right, which that's the human papillomavirus, all right, and then they said air pollution, all right, and they said alcohol consumption, which a lot of the alcohol in these times that we are living in has sulfites in it, you know. So we're being bombarded on all different levels. All right, that's why a lot of us have cancer cells, okay, and we're affected to this day. And I'm pretty sure this is the most that people ever had cancer in their life, being in this captivity, you know. Let me get this in the book of Matthew. I'm sorry, the 24th chapter. This is another reason why Yahweh Bashim Shai has to get us out of here, you know, all right, because what they're doing and their evil plans and inventions to pretty much destroy lives. All right, let's just say it like that. All right, because through these inventions, lives are going to be destroyed. All right, so this is Matthews 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. This is why the time is being sped up. All right, now there is something else which is called the MTOR, all right, which is pretty much the mammalian target of the rapamycin, all right, which pretty much, I'm gonna read it, you know, is a protein that controls cell growth, metabolism, and protein translations. Now, some cells have it, but for the majority part, it causes overgrowth in cancer cells, all right? And it's pretty much more found in cancer cells, all right? And, you know, people that have like lung cancer, it pretty much signals influences the aggressiveness of lung cancer and also breast cancer, all right? And you know, people are starting to perish because of colon cancer nowadays, you know. All right, a lot of diseases start in the colon. The colon is supposed to push out waste, you know, but with a lot of this food and things that are entering into the body, all right, it's causing for your gut to have irregulated pH values. Okay, people guts are unhealthy and also filled with parasites, you know. So what they would use is they'll use what is called let me go to it real fast. All right, what they'll use is something called rapamycin, rapamycin, all right, which let me go to it. Let me see. All right, rapamycin. Let me see. Rapamycin. All right. All right, which is pretty much an FDA-approved use of rapamycin is in combination with other immunosuppressive agents to prevent the rejection of organs in transplant patients. All right, so they'll use this to, you know, stop your body from targeting different organs you might have got transplanted with. But then they'll also use it to improve the psychological parameters associated with aging in the immune, cardiovascular, and integumentary system of healthy individuals, right? But they say it extends lifespan in all tested models from yeast to mammals, suppress cells, sensing, and delays the onset of age-related diseases, which one of the things that it's supposed to treat is cancer treatment patients. All right, because rapamycin is able to stop cells from growing and multiplying. It is used to treat particular types of tumors in cancer patients. All right, so that's what they use it for, to pretty much stop the mTOR from spreading or from causing the cells to rapidly grow. All right, which will stop the cancer cell. But the fact that your immune system is compromised at the same time means that other things will occur in the body. So in a roundabout way, you're still going to remain sick. All right. So you see that a lot of this. You see what's going on, man. You see what's going on. All right. A lot of this stuff right here that Esau comes with. All right. Let me get this. I think it's Let me get this real fast. All right. Devices. And you know Esau. This is not medical information. All right, I'm not promoting medical information. I'm not telling anybody what to do to help themselves. All right, I'm just stating the facts. Let me see, Ezra's. No, it's in Ezra's. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Second Ezra's 9:20. Shalaki, bear me Yakim. All right, Second Ezra's 9:20. Yep, that's it. That's what I'm looking for. Second Ezra 9:20 says, so I considered the world, and behold, there was perils because of the devices that were come into it. All right, let's look up the word device. All right, what does that mean, device? All right. Devices. Device is a thing made or adopted for a particular purpose, especially a piece of mechanical or electronic equipment. A plan, method, or trick with a particular aim. All right, so a lot of these devices that have been created were to destroy you. All right, that's what a lot of these devices were created for. All right, which Esau does have the power to heal. He has the technology. He has the means of helping the world. Okay, but as it tells you in the book of Job, let's get that. I'm sorry, not the book of Job. It's like the book of Habakkuk. The book of Habakkuk. Let me get that real fast. All right, the second chapter. All right, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Get straight to the point. I'm gonna read that in NLT too, but it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. All right. So Esau's soul, which is lifted up through pride, is not upright in him. All right. It says, look at the proud. This is the NLT. It says, they trust in themselves and their lives are crooked, but the righteous will live by their faithfulness to God. All right. To Yahweh Basham Shai. All right. That's how we live our lives. All right. According to what's written in these words. All right. We follow the paths of the ancient men. All right. And we fare better because why? The Lord has already laid the blueprint for us on how to live. But people are living by the means of Esau. All right. And they're wondering why they're not faring. They're not doing good. People right now are mentally effed up. People right now are physically effed up. All right. People are through the mom in these times. And they're only getting worse. All right, the only ones that are getting better, all right, is the Lord's elect. That's the only ones that are getting better in this life. And that's because why? We're following the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving Earth. You know, people are jacked up. I wonder why. All right, stop following after the ways of the devil. But see, what Esau got is people drunk. He got you drunk. Matter of fact, I think it's in the same book. I think it's in the same book. Might be in the same book. Yep. It's in the same book. Habakkuk 2:15. It says, "Woe unto him that give his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that they mayest look on the nakedness." All right. So people right now, looking real shameful. All right, and they don't know who to trust. They all confused, lied to, emotions stirred up because they giving you half truths. All right, they told you a lie a few years ago, and then they come out a few years later telling you that that was false information. And none of these Edomites have to pay for it. They're all being they're all gotten off scot-free. All right, but you gotta live the rest of your life all jacked up because you trusted into the science. All right, you trusted in the science. All right, and that was your shame. All right, it says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shade from spewing shall be on thy glory." All right, so the cup is going to overturn on Esau. All right, the pendulum swings both ways. So as Esau is destroying the earth, destroying the people, especially the Israelites, all right, there's going to be a righteous payback. All right, that payback is coming soon with Yahweh Shai and the holy angels. All right, so Esau got to deal with the Lord real soon, and then the Lord is also going to turn up the elect. Esau got to deal with the elect. All right, being under the authority of Yahweh Shai, sent forth to cause violence. Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be destroyed. Like they say in New York, you heard? Yeah. That's pretty much, what I want to touch on today, that, as it says in the book of Habakkuk, I'm sorry, not Habakkuk, Sirach, I want to say it's the 12th chapter. No, that's Ecclesiastes. Sirach, I want to say it's the 12th chapter in the 10th verse. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped in a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at that last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts?" All right, so if you play with a snake and that snake bites you, that's your fault. Who gonna pity you? You shouldn't be playing with a snake. All right, we've been telling you that Esau's a snake, and he's a very gifted deceiver as a snake. All right, so don't get caught by his charm. All right, his charms is evil. As he's telling you that it's gonna be good for you, this is the way that we're headed, and life is gonna be better. There's some type of wickedness behind it, or there's a lot of wickedness behind it. All right, so yeah. All right, know who your enemy is, and know who you're dealing with. All right, that's just what it is. That's how you're gonna be properly able to defend yourself. All right, by studying your opponent. Study your opponent, you'll know how to counter him. All right, so yeah, that was pretty much it, Akim. Like I said, Esau, this is not medical information on how to treat yourself of anything. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just speaking facts on what's going on in the news. So Lord willing, have been edified. All right, to the Lord's elect. Until next time, I say shalom.